As long as the universe doesn't explode, he won't die. This is the immortal war god 096. But it's such a scary ghost. But he was ridiculed as a weakling who is not very skinny. He even threatened to kill him with just one blow. I sneered at this. Just because no one in this world knows 096, I had no idea of his terrifying abilities. It turns out that there was an invasion of ferocious beasts 300 years ago. At the same time, humans also gained the ability to summon dimensions, defend against beasts. However, facing the terrifying beast, countless countries were destroyed. The last remaining countries formed the 9-Nation Alliance. Build a 100-meter steel fence, guarding the last piece of pure land. But at the same time, the state needs to be sent every year to clean up the murderers outside the wall. Therefore, the 3 kingdoms led by the dragon, Zhongying, and Eagle formulated the rules, passed the youth summoner competition, determined the last country guarding the wall alone for 3 years. And today is the 35th youth summoner competition. I've digested this information. Return to seed. Just because 5 minutes ago, I traveled to this world. Become a second team substitute level 1 summoner. At this time, there was a first level summoner from the Dragon Kingdom on the stage. He was soon knocked off the stage by Japanese players. The audience from other countries burst into laughter. Lose to more games, the Dragon Kingdom will completely fall from power. If it fails again this time, Longgok has been ranked last for 8 consecutive years. Players from Dragon Kingdom are always so weak every year. Really nothing to see. Listening to the metaphorical voices from audiences in other countries. This is the Dragon Kingdom player bench. It's all the sound of gnashing teeth. A Dragon Kingdom player couldn't help but said angrily, if it hadn't been for the ferocious beast riot more than 20 years ago, our Chinese summoners bravely rushed to the front, protected the wall with countless lives. Where is the chance for you to make sarcastic remarks here? Chen Fengnian, the leader of the Dragon Kingdom, restrained the angry team members. Can't help but sigh. Forget it. If you fail, you will fail. Let Muzu come up next time. I hope Lin Muxu can win a few games. Save the Dragon Kingdom's only shred of dignity. Lin Muxu said firmly, don't worry, Mr. Chen. I will definitely defeat all the players from Japan. Win the game. Then Lin Muxu, dressed in a smart outfit, resolutely took the stage. Start the challenge. Soon, the battle between Suzuki Snow and Japanese Kenjiro begins. Both are Earth-level summoners. But Kenjiro only has 1 Earth-level contract hand, and Suzuki Snow has 2 Earth-level contract hands. Suzuki Yuki won the game without any suspense. The Dragon Kingdom player bench suddenly burst into cheers. Senior Sister Zu is mighty, must persist until the end. Hear the cheers from the Dragon Kingdom. Players from other countries burst into laughter. That Kenjiro is in the Japanese army. At most the 4th strongest player. But he defeated the Dragon Kingdom VI players in a row. Dragon Kingdom started cheering with just 1 game left. It's so funny. Soon the Japanese country sent a team. Taro Kurokawa, the 3rd strongest overall player, also has 2 Earth-level contract summoned beasts. The contracted beasts between the two were fighting back and forth. About the same, very anxious. In the end, Lin Muxu used the tacit cooperation of the contract beast to seize the opportunity and attack your opponent out of the ring. Juan, as the ring referee's voice fell. Another burst of cheers broke out from the Dragon Kingdom player bench. Great, teach me a lesson. These Japanese people looking at Lin Muxu on the stage. As the leader of the Dragon Kingdom, Chen Fengnian was also very pleased. This side of the Japanese player seats, Tanaka, the leader of the Japanese team, looked a little ugly. I thought Kurokawa would be able to resolve this resurrection match as soon as possible. I didn't expect that there are such powerful players in Longuo. But there won't be another time, so he called Takudo beside him. Next, it's your turn to finish it as soon as possible. That trash Kurokawa. I can't even deal with a player from the Dragon Kingdom. Still need me. Take action personally. After Kudo cursed it a few times, then he got up and prepared to go to the ring to fight. The 3rd contestant sent by Japan on the stage is Kudo Shinji. He is also an Earth-level summoner. However, Suzuki Yuki's combat strategy just now has exploded. Surprise yourself with the three-tailed fox's special skill of confusion. So, come down the whole journey. Kudo kept suppressing the three-tailed fox. Don't give him a chance to take advantage of any loopholes. Suzuki Yuki had no choice but to be eliminated from the competition, seeing the strongest player in the Dragon Kingdom eliminated. The other contestants looked at each other with laughter again. Ha ha ha, let me see what the Dragon Country is cheering for. Every time I watch Dragon Kingdom's game, it's so boring. There is only one player left in Dragon Kingdom. End it quickly. And Shiden, the player from the Dragon Kingdom, was as disappointed as death. Even senior sister Muzu was eliminated. Our Dragon Kingdom has completely lost. Even if there is still one last game left in Dragon Kingdom, but where do we still have strong players? Let senior brother Li Hao go up. He has to level 1 summon beasts, estimated to last 10 rounds. At this time, Li Hao stood up resolutely, said to Mr. Chen about this last competition, "Just let me go up. Although I think I am no match for that Japanese man. But I will definitely not embarrass the Dragon Kingdom." Just when Li Hao was about to come on stage, I suddenly asked, "Why don't you replace me?" The words just fell. Everyone was stunned for a moment. Then everyone looked at me. I saw that it was the second team's substitute who asked to come on. Others will be dissatisfied immediately and don't cause trouble. If it were you in my place, he was probably eliminated in less than 1 round. When the time comes, our Dragon Kingdom will be in great disgrace. However, I ignored my teammates' dissatisfaction. Came to Chen Fengnian. "Mr. Chen, let me go up instead. I have confidence in myself. Look at me with a determined face." Chen Fengnian thought for a moment, then nodded. This last scene. "Just let you go up," then turned around. Explained to Li Hao, "Save your strength for now. When the time comes to fight against Vietnam, you are the first to appear. Used to consume the strength of UA players." Regarding Mr. Chen's words, didn't take it to heart. Although everyone thought I was going up there to give someone a head. But my heart is as stable as an old dog. Player seats from other countries. See the Dragon Kingdom team. Choose an unknown minion player. Suddenly, there was another round of discussion. He actually sent a substitute player. "Why are you going up there if you laugh to death? Why don't you just admit defeat? Waste time." The Japanese player Kudo on the opposite side suddenly sneered. "Is there no one in the Dragon Kingdom? Pick out this piece of shit like you. I advise you to surrender as soon as possible." Facing Kudo's provocation, I'm not angry. Instead, his expression was very bland, completely ignoring the foul-mouthed Kudo. Soon it fell with the referee's voice. The game also officially begins. The Japanese player waved his hand. A dimensional energy gate opens. A ground-level hunting bear walked out of the dimensional gate. At the same time, I mobilized the dimensional energy in the stone sea. The dimensional door beside you slowly opens. Then, a man about 2 meters tall walked out from inside. He is said to be human, but his skin is pale. A man who was almost reduced to a skeleton, and his face is extremely ferocious, like evil spirits. See this? But everyone watching the game was slightly stunned. What kind of creature is this? Why did you summon someone? Not only others were stunned, the Dragon Kingdom players were also confused. They've seen my contract beast. This is weird. The face is ferocious, thin into ribs. It's not my contract beast at all. Then there is only one possibility. Then this contracted beast was summoned immediately. Seeing the players from the Dragon Kingdom, they were a little angry. What is this guy doing? Such an important game. This guy doesn't even use his contracted beast, but immediately summon. Facing doubt, I ignored the voice. Just because when I watched Suzuki Snow compete just now, myself as a time traveler, special summon system activated. Free gift package for newbies. Can summon characters from past lives in anime. And the creature I just summoned. He is the most famous character in the Foundation. Shy person. More people like to call him the immortal god of war. The only characteristic of Lin 96 is that he has immortality as long as the universe doesn't explode. He won't die. Another characteristic of him is, no matter who sees his true face, he will go into a rage. Even if you are thousands of miles apart from him, He will find you and tear you apart. But people in this world don't know about Lin 96's phobia. At this time, the audience from other countries burst into laughter. What kind of thing did this man summon? A skeleton? This is all reduced to a pair of ribs. Summon out. Is it to make a meal of pork rib soup for the hunting bear? Listening to the roar of laughter from the spectator seats, Kudo on the stage was also a little angry. Dragon Kingdom's waste. Are you insulting me? So he said to the contracted beast, Hunter Mouth Bear on the side, tear it up for me. He heard the order. Next to him was a hunter-mouthed bear that was as big as a truck. He rushed towards Lin Juliu with heavy steps. I have no panic at all about this. Have absolute control over Lin Juliu. Quan Lu also whispered to Lin Juliu softly. Tear it up for me. He heard the order. Immortal God of War, Lin Juliu suddenly opened his eyes. After seeing the hunting bear, he immediately fell into a state of rage. Screaming, he rushed towards the hunting bear that was several times bigger than him. And there is obviously disdain in the eyes of the hunter-mouthed bear. When 096 rushed to him, he waved suddenly. Huge bear paw. He directly slapped 096's skeleton-like body on the ground. Then the hunting bear has to huge bear paws. Hit Lin Juliu hard. Boulder field. The surface suddenly cracked with cracks. This shows the strength of the blow from the slit mouth bear. The crowd at the pass saw this. Suddenly, another burst of laughter broke out. Hey ha ha, I laughed so hard. Killed to death with one punch. Do you want it to be so funny? Let's not talk about stewed pork rib soup now. There's not even a dregs left here. Listening to the laughter from the other contestants. The faces of the Dragon Kingdom players are extremely ugly. This guy summoned such a piece of trash. Isn't this a disgrace to our Dragon Kingdom? If I had known earlier, I shouldn't have let him play. This is so embarrassing. But amidst everyone's ridicule, 96 was punched to the ground by the hunter-mouthed bear. Got up slowly again. Then he rushed towards the hunting bear in front of him. The sharp claws directly tore off the skin and flesh of the hunting bear. Although only a little, but 096 can be regarded as hurting the hunting mouth bear. Everyone who saw all the roaring was stunned. The roaring sound stopped suddenly. What's the situation? Not dead. Not only did they force Kudo, push his contract harder. Received a full blow from the hunter-mouthed bear. He couldn't be more clear. He can also penetrate a steel plate several centimeters thick. Didn't even kill the skeleton? This is impossible. But although surprised, the hunter-mouthed bear, whose skin and flesh were torn off by 096, suddenly entered a state of rage. Then he faced 096, who was rushing towards him. 96 was slapped to the ground again with one slap. Then the bear's paws rained down. Throw it at 096 on the ground until the boulder arena formed a big pit. After feeling that there is no movement in 096, he just stopped. In the spectator seats of various countries, everyone is watching the scene. This time, the man with ribs was probably smashed into fleshy legs. You can't die anymore, right? Just when everyone thought so. 96 slowly stood up from the pit again. The pale-skinned body didn't even have a single wound. See all this? People break in again. Not dead yet, not dead yet. In everyone's shocked and disbelieving eyes, Lin Juliu screamed again and rushed towards the hunting bear. A leap fell on the hunter-mouthed bear. Start biting like crazy. The hunter-mouthed bear was bitten and hurt. He quickly pulled Lin Juliu off his body. Then he stepped on 96 hard. After stepping on the head, step on the body, until Lin Juliu is embedded into the ground again. Everyone in the audience held their breath again when they saw this. The Ribman should be dead by now. But the next second, 96 stood up again intact. Pounce on the hunting bear again. Start biting again. Everyone onlookers were very surprised and puzzled, because this is true beyond their knowledge. This is too fake. Could it be that this skeleton has immortality? Impossible, because so far, summoned beast as powerful as SSS level. No one can have immortality. A summoned beast of this level is even more impossible. In the end, the hunter-mouthed bear couldn't bear it anymore. The huge bear mouth bites 096's head. pull his whole head off violently. But the next second, 96 the headless body finds its own head. It will automatically recover after being put on. Then he pounced on the hunter-mouthed bear again, seeing 096, who has been unable to be beaten to death. Kudo's face became extremely embarrassed. A trace of fear began to rise in my heart. After the manager cursed secretly, he was ordered to be kicked off the ring. There is a rule in the arena competition. As long as you are kicked out of the ring, it is regarded as elimination. Unable to continue playing. Obtained orders from Kudo Shinji. Hunter Mouth Bear tries to knock 096 off the ring. But 096 is like a dog skin plaster, with sharp claws. Hold on to the fur of the hunting bear. The bear's paws are very bulky. Hard to break free. Soon, numerous wounds appeared on the body of the hunting bear. Although these injuries are serious for the hunting bear, it's all minor injuries. Can't cause fatal damage to him. But if it continues like this, he might be bitten to death by Lin Juliu one bite at a time. Kudo Shinji's face turned pale. He quickly summoned his second contract beast. Armor deals with a substitute waste from the Dragon Kingdom. It actually made him summon the second contracted beast. This is the biggest shame in his life. But now he has to prove. After Armored Crocodile received the order, immediately pounce on 096, who is fighting with the hunting bear. Bite 096's legs in one bite. With one sharp swing, 096 was thrown out. Armored Crocodile's sudden intervention made 96 very angry. After being thrown away, he got up again and rushed towards the armor. Pounce on the Armored Crocodile and bite it. But the next second, he was confused. He couldn't even bite the armor at all. The black nails on the Armored Crocodile. Like armor made of steel. Extremely hard. 096's attack has no effect at all. The spectators from other countries breathed a sigh of relief when they saw this. I thought that Skeleton was invincible. I didn't expect that even the Armored Crocodile's defense couldn't be broken. Just knock him off the ring. We'll win. 96 after being thrown away again. He continued to get up unwillingly and pounced on the Armored Crocodile. Feeding and catching. The sharp claws can catch the Armored Crocodile. But it has no effect. Facing the attack of 096, the Armored Crocodile clearly has contempt in his eyes. A summoned beast that can't even break through his defenses. The Armored Crocodile doesn't even show interest in attacking. Just whipping with the tail 096. Then the hunting bear also joined the fight. These two contract beasts treat 096 as a toy. One person starts outputting nonstop at once. 96, who was lying on the ground, couldn't even stand up. At this time, the Armored Crocodile on the stage has probably had enough fun. Then directly Zhang. He opened his mouth wide and swallowed 096. Then this time, that skeleton should die after all. A smile suddenly appeared on Kudo's face on the stage. Inside the stomach of his contracted beast, the Armored Crocodile has extremely corrosive stomach acid. Even if it's a pile of steel bars, after being eaten by an Armored Crocodile, it will turn into a puddle of acidic water in less than 3 seconds. However, at this time, a mysterious smile appeared on my face. I just saw 96 being tortured and had no power to fight back. I wanted to summon a helper, but the next second, I saw the Armored Crocodile swallowing 096. Isn't this seeking death? As expected, next second, the Armored Crocodile suddenly let out a miserable roar. Suddenly started rolling and twitching on the ground. Players from other countries in the spectator seats watched the scene. He even stood up in disbelief. What's the situation? That skeleton is not dead yet. Feel the Armored Crocodile's pain. Kudo's expression changed drastically. He really can't understand. I contracted to be subjected to the strong corrosive gastric acid in the Armored Crocodile's stomach. It can't melt that skeleton. As the Armored Crocodile continued to roll in pain, open your mouth suddenly, vomited Lin Juliu out of his stomach, along with the strong corrosive gastric acid in the stomach. But these stomach acids stick to Lin Juliu's body, but it has no effect on him. The Armored Crocodile, no longer in pain, enters a state of rage. He quickly rushed towards Lin Juliu. The huge crocodile tail flicked suddenly. It hit Lin Juliu directly. He whipped Lin Juliu away. Falling to the edge of the ring, Lin Juliu will be eliminated soon. Don't tangle with him. Knock him out of the ring immediately. Kudo in the distance gave orders to Armored Crocodile. He is a little afraid of Lin Juliu now. I just want to quickly kill this unkillable creature. Blast off the ring, then the Armored Crocodile stopped entangled with Lin Juliu. Use a huge crocodile tail to control the forest. 96 flew under the ring. Seeing Lin Juliu eliminated, I'm still indifferent. There is an Armored Crocodile. 96 doesn't play a big role on stage, because the attack power of 096 is too weak. So after being eliminated in 096, I teleported him directly back to the dimensional space. Seeing this, Kudo was completely relieved. The sense of oppression brought to him by 096 is really too deep. Already made him feel the fear from his soul. Fortunately, the fear is gone now, so he couldn't help but sneered and said, "Long Kingdom's trash. I'm not in a hurry to knock you off the ring now. I want to torture you slowly. Let you know you're such a waste. You can never reach such heights as me." Facing the bad-mouthed Kudo, I sneered, right? Then you also summon all 3 contract beasts of your own. Otherwise, you won't have a chance. As I said that, I once again mobilized the dimensional energy within my sight. Another dimensional door slowly opened next to me. One is wearing a black robe, wearing a round hat, man wearing a beak mask on his face. Slowly walked out of the dimensional gate. And he is Dr. Bird 049. Also possesses immortality, but his fighting power is even more terrifying when the shelter was in chaos. 49 want to verify. Who is the strongest being in the shelter? So, taking advantage of the riot, I went straight to the one-on-one challenge. All the items in the shelter. Facing the world's fastest Big Peanut 173. Dr. Bird's beak stomped on his head and exploded it. Then he came to the room of Immortal War God 096. A slap on 096's face. Then he crushed his head. Then he stepped on Mask 035's head. Killed the corrupt old man again 106. Until I met Dr. Yenmo 457 Mizui. 49 was beaten by Yama 457 and fled. Just ended this time. Challenge he knows. Not all contained objects can be challenged by him. Just like False God 343 Immortal Destroy the West 680 to Yama Demon 457. Although in the shelter, many creatures have stronger abilities than Dr. Beak 049. But Dr. Bird's beak strength is exposed to this world. Just torture a few Earth-level summoned beasts. That's still easy. At this time, the audience saw me summon another humanoid creature. Immediately began to discuss. This substitute for Dragon Kingdom summoned another thing. Just by looking at their body shape, you can tell they are the weak ones. I'm afraid I can't even withstand a slap from the slit-mouthed bear. Long Goose players also frowned. The summoned beast I summoned this time. They haven't seen it. Was it randomly summoned again? On stage, Kudo Shinji saw something neither human nor bird. He was very dismissive. But thinking about the special existence of 096 just now, Kudo Shinji no longer takes it lightly. He ordered to the hunting bear and armored crocodile beside him. Tear him apart for me. Hear orders. The hunter-mouthed bear and the armored crocodile roared. Rush to Dr. Beak 049. For these to contract beasts. 49, there is disdain in the eyes. He puts his hands in his pockets, slowly walked towards the 2 ferocious beasts. The pace reveals calmness and confidence. Don't take these 2 Earth-level contract beasts seriously at all. Slit Jaw Bear and Armored Bear. It seems that I also saw 049's disdain for them. The 2 contracted beasts suddenly entered a state of rage again. Next second, the hunter-mouthed bear slapped 049 on the head with its huge paw. However, it came up empty. 49 didn't know when it flashed to his side. The armored crocodile on the side looked around, swinging his huge jaw tail towards 049. But when his crocodile tail was about to hit 49, 49, I don't know when it moved to one side. This blow not only failed to hit 049, He also accidentally injured the hunting bear next to him, kicked the hunter-mouthed bear away. The hunter-mouthed bear stood up, snarled at the armored crocodile, as if scolding this pig teammate. Look at these two idiots. 49 still with hands in pockets. Stand calmly between them. Looking at this scene, players from other countries in the audience are very fierce. Because they didn't see it just now. How did 049 avoid the attacks of the hunter bear and the armor? It seems like teleportation. So fast that they can't see clearly. They are not the only ones confused. Kudo Shinji on the stage was also confused, although the hunting bear and the armored crocodile are very large. But that doesn't mean they are slow. It's the guy with the beak who's too fast. The hunter-mouthed bear and the armored crocodile cannot be defeated in one blow. Two guys, one on the left and one on the right, continue towards 049. But these two guys...
Every time I have to call 049, it was easily taken away by 049. It's a shame that it didn't hurt to 049 points. See the formation pass. Players from other countries at the table were stunned. The representative of Siam couldn't help but said, "What kind of creature is this? Why is it as fast as my Zhuanyi leopard cat?" Zhongguo representative team. The representative of the Dragon Kingdom on the side said, "You, the Dragon Kingdom, really have a good idea." The Japanese representative sneered. "What is the use of fast light? Is it easier to escape when fighting a vicious beast?" The Dragon Kingdom player seats in the audience. They suddenly felt me on the stage, making them so strange. These two creatures summoned one after another. What on earth is it? The one who was most surprised was Mr. Chun, as a research expert on summoned beasts. These two creatures summoned one after another. It's far beyond his knowledge. On stage, seeing that my contracted beast has been unable to attack 049. Kudo Shinji's face is extremely ugly. He hunts bears. Armored crocodile orders you two not to stand together. The armored crocodile wrapped its giant tail around him. Hunter-mouthed bear, you guard his retreat from the outside, although under the command of Kudo Shinji. But the hunting bear and the armored crocodile still couldn't touch Fourth Sister Lin. 049, my hands were shaking from beginning to end. Looks calm and confident. Seeing this, Kudo Shinji couldn't help but become furious and incompetent. The waste of other dragon kingdoms. Can your summoned beast only dodge? Facing Kudo Shinji's provocation, I smiled disdainfully. I don't want to waste any more time. So he ordered him to solve it quickly. They heard the order. 049's figure flashed. The next second he appeared in the hunting mouth bear. His palms emit a silver blue light. Gently slap it on the huge body of the hunter-mouthed bear. This looks like a light blow, but the hunter-mouthed bear was immediately whipped out, falling hard to the ground. Next second, 49 appears next to the hunting bear again. The soles of its feet suddenly moved towards the hunter's thigh. Suddenly blood and flesh flew everywhere. The hunter-mouthed bear let out a pitiful roar. The hunting bear wants to stand up and fight back, but the next second he was stepped on by 049 again. Suddenly blood and flesh were flying everywhere again. Then 049 raised his foot and kicked the seriously injured hunter-mouthed bear under the ring. At this time, everyone in Guansai was stunned. From 049 beat down the hunting bear. Kick him out of the ring again. In just a few seconds. It's too fast, it's too fast. Before the people in the spectator seats could exclaim, the 049 on the stage moved again. Go straight to the armored crocodile. Faced with 049's unclear speed, the armored crocodile can only swing its giant, continuously waving and sweeping in front of him. Want to make 049 unable to get close. But 049 is faster. A flash appeared in front of the armored crocodile. Palms glowing silvery blue. Catch it on the armored crocodile scales. It sounded like metal being torn apart. Armored crocodile's armor-like scales. Even a piece of flesh was removed from the skin. Although this injury is not enough for the armored crocodile, not even a minor injury, but the severe pain made him unable to help but explode on the spot. Started to twist his huge body, continuously whipping 049 with the giant tail. But he couldn't even touch 049's kick. 49 Wild King Do in a moment of escape. A high-dose anesthesia needle was injected. It happened to be stuck in the scar of the armored crocodile just now. Just 2 seconds. The armored crocodile that was jumping around just now, lying on the ground immediately, like a statue. Then 049 flashed in front of him. Kick him off the ring. Everyone was shocked when they saw this. What happened just now? Kudo Shinji's contract beast. How could it be possible to be eliminated so easily? What happened to the guy with the beak? What kind of creature is it? Why is it so strong? In everyone's shock and surprise. 49 Kudo Shinji slowly walks towards the edge of the ring. Still unhurried and unhurried, a calm and confident pace. Looking at 0 for 9 slowly walking towards him, Kudo Shinji's whole body was trembling. He really didn't expect. His contracted beast armor is known for its defensive strength. Even facing a sea-level summoned beast, it can last for more than 10 rounds. But in front of this beak monster, he was eliminated in just a few rounds. It's simply too scary. Kudo Shinji at this moment, the arrogant look before was gone. But a look of fear saw 0 for 9 slowly walking towards him. Kudo Shinji quickly mobilized the dimensional energy in the sea. I want to summon my third contract hand. But the next second, he saw 49 feet. Suddenly a black hole appears in space. In the blink of an eye, 0 for 9 fell into the black hole space beneath his feet. Kudo Shinji was confused. What's happening here? But at the moment when he was confused, he suddenly felt a strong attack on his back. He flew straight out. He fell heavily under the ring. This moment, everyone in the spectator stands stood up in shock. He exclaimed in disbelief with his special skills. It's a special skill. This is like teleportation. If it's not a special skill, what is it? They were not the only ones surprised. The Gyubo representative also stood up in surprise. Staring at 0 for 9 on the stage, the representative of Zhongguo actually exclaimed, "Is this a shrinking of the land?" The representative of the Holy Ramon Kingdom also exclaimed that this speed, why is it more like teleportation? The British representative also looked very surprised. It can't be teleportation. If it is teleportation, why is he underfoot? How about generating a black hole space? The expressions of all the Japanese representatives became extremely. It's ugly, in fact. None of these people's guesses were correct. The skill used by Dr. Beak 0 for 9 just now. It's not teleportation. It's not like shrinking into a small person, but a more awesome pocket dimension. Just now 0 for 9 was at my feet. The black hole space generated. This space is a self-contained spatial dimension. It can absorb all energy element attacks. It can also take you to a place within sight instantly. You can also kill the enemy, pulled into this pocket dimension space. And this pocket dimension's heaven-defying skills. It is not a skill that comes with 0 for 9 itself. It was taken from Corrupted Old Man 106. Mayazui Dr. 0 for 9 has an even more incredible ability. That's soul interception. He can intercept other people's souls, even the abilities of others. At the table of representatives of the 9 countries, after being shocked representatives from various countries, the representative of Zhang country couldn't help but say that there is this player. I'm afraid this year your Dragon Kingdom will suffer the shame of the past. Sunny Day replied, I'm afraid it's a little difficult. Although that's what it says. But the representative of the Dragon Kingdom looked at me on the stage in the clear sky, clearly excited. How many years? He doesn't know how many years he hasn't been this prosperous. Since the ferocious beast riot 20 years ago. Countless geniuses in the Dragon Kingdom died young. Henceforth, the Dragon Kingdom plummeted, ranked at the bottom of the Summoner Tournament every year. And today he discovered a talented player from the Dragon Kingdom. Defeated Kudo Shinji of Japan in just a few rounds. That means his strength is probably above the prefecture level. This way, they may no longer be at the bottom this year. At this moment, he saw hope. Player seats from other countries have already exploded. There are not only powerful summoned beasts above level B. There is a certain chance of awakening special skills. Could it be that the beak monster is a B-level summoned beast? What kind of dog did this player from the Dragon Kingdom lose? Shitlug was summoned immediately. Such a heaven-defying summoned beast. When players from other countries are talking about it. It's really quiet here at the Dragon Kingdom player bench. To be precise, silence. They looked at me on the stage. It's like I can't stand it. Like a stranger. As a substitute for the second team, I never taken seriously. Even his performance in training matches was mediocre. But today, it's like a different person. Lin Muxu at this time. A pair of beautiful eyes can't help but exude a strange light. He didn't expect it either. Usually, this person in the second team doesn't like to talk. I am shy and cowardly. He actually has such strength. At this time, the ring referee's voice sounded. Rongwo player Suwon 3 times. The third player Kudo Shin 2. I would like to ask the Japanese players to continue playing. The words just fell. A Japanese player said to the team leader Tanaka Ryuhei, please send Dabu Army to fight. We must let the Dragon Kingdom know how powerful our Japanese country is. Wash away the shame just now. In response, the leader of the Japanese team, Tanaka Ryutei, shook his head. Watanabe is the strongest fighting force of our Japanese country. Must make final appearance. And the summoned beast summoned by the Dragon Kingdom player. Very weird. We haven't figured out his true strength yet. Let Watanabe take action rashly. I'm afraid something unexpected happened. Until Kudo Shinji was eliminated. The Japanese country can only be eliminated. 3 players can also choose for players to compete. So Tanaka Ryuhei asked the team members. Murakami Shitai, ranked 5th in overall strength, said, "Murakami, it's you who will take part in this 4th game." Soon Murakami Shitai entered the ring. See the Japanese country. The strongest Watanabe Fuji was not sent to the field. Competitors from other countries. I couldn't help but talk about it. Kudo Shinji of Japan was defeated. Why haven't you sent out the strongest Watanabe Fujiuchi? Maybe he wanted to test the strength of the Dragon Kingdom players. But even if this player from the Dragon Kingdom has a certain level of strength, that's not Watanabe Tenchong's opponent either. Amidst the discussion at Gwansai seat, Shota Murakami summoned 3 of his contracted beasts, AD level, to E-class. Average strength, as expected, in the eyes of 49. These 3 contract beasts are like Talame. It was solved easily. And end the game. Soon the Japanese sent a 5th player. There are only 2 first-level contract beasts. He was eliminated in the same few rounds. The 6th contestant also failed. Final battle. The Japanese country finally sent out the strongest Watanabe Tenkon, C-level summoner. Own a C-level summoned beast. It means having the ability to lead the overall situation. It is not comparable to D-level summoned beast. See Watanabe Teng rush onto the field. The Rongwo player bench broke into a cold sweat. Although they lost for games in a row against Japan, but they still don't think I can win. Even if I keep hiding my strength, at most, he is a D-level summoner. Impossible to be an opponent of a C-level summoner. After Watanabe Fuji rushed on stage, although the expression is solemn, but there is still a trace of contempt in his eyes. After testing by several other Japanese players just now, he has figured out the general meaning of the beak monster. First of all, the beak monster is very fast. The power of the attack is also very strong, but can't be seriously injured. Secondly, can emit an authentic substance similar to an anesthetic. Can make summoned beasts fall into coma quickly. Third, possessed a special skill similar to that of Sodi Castle 2. Can appear behind you almost instantly. This is what worries Watanabe Tenkon the most. But, as long as I see him using this skill, defend with all your heart. There is no threat behind it. So Watanabe Tuchi is very confident in himself. Watanabe Tenkon couldn't help but said that the people of the Dragon Kingdom, you are in good luck. Your summoned beast is very powerful. But you are no match for me. I don't laugh at this. You Japanese people. Are they all about sticking your butt up and looking at the sky? Watanabe Tuchi didn't understand what I meant. On the other hand, the players from the Dragon Kingdom laughed loudly after hearing this. Stick your butt up and look at the sky. Isn't this just seeing but not seeing? Juma's scolding is really good. I heard the ridicule from the Dragon Kingdom player bench. Watanabe Tenkon understood immediately. Suddenly became angry. Very good dragon countryman. I will let you know the difference between a C-level summoner and a D-level summoner. Apparently I was treated as a D-level summoner, but at this time, I don't even know my level. After awakening the special system, not all of Shiheine's contracts have disappeared. The 2 contracted beasts signed with the original owner are also missed. Now, you can only summon beasts provided by the system. And the summoned beast in the system, they are all contained by the Foundation. No updates yet. More very powerful containment objects. There isn't enough energy to summon it yet. According to the current dimensional energy in the historical sea, probably 3 can be summoned at the same time. Contained objects of comparable strength. Counted like this, he is indeed an Earth-level summoner. At this time, Watanabe Fujiuchi, a Japanese player on the stage, the dimensional door has been opened. Summoned his 3 Earth-level contract beasts. They are the Redline Snake King, the Saber-Toothed Tiger, and the Black-Footed Mad Bull. Although the first Redline Snake King is not very powerful. But as long as it bites, even if it's a C-level summoned beast, he will be poisoned and die in less than 1 minute. He is Watanabe Fujiuchi, the most important Earth-level summoned beast. The second Earth-level saber-toothed man, huge size, has 2 huge teeth, rich in attack power. The third Earth-level black-footed Mad Bull. Once you enter a violent state, he has the ability to fight against C-level summoned beasts. Watanabe Fujiuchi didn't summon his own C-level summoned beast right away. Instead, he first took possession of his 3 D-level contracted beast. It's time to try your hand and look at the doctor with the beak on the other side over 9. Still standing calmly and confidently, as if he doesn't care about everyone, facing 0 for 9 alone. Watanabe Fujiukibu. He said arrogantly that you only summoned 1 contracted beast. Just fight with me. I advise you, hurry up and summon all your contracted beasts. Otherwise you have no chance. My faint smile is enough for you. Watanabe is angry but not angry. Reflection is good. Then no more nonsense. Order immediately. The black-footed bull and the red-lined king snake take the lead in charging towards the bird's beak. Lifetime 0 for 9. The saber-toothed tiger stayed close to protect itself, because he knows this bird's beak summons the beast, possessed the special skill of shrinking into a human being. What if he took advantage of it? I regret it so much. Facing the offensive of the black-footed bull and the red-lined snake king, 49 still calm from beginning to end. Dodge without haste. Black-footed bulls are very fast. He lowered his head and kept charging wildly with his huge horn, but this stupid cow faced the extremely fast 0 for 9. It's not even worth 49 points. Good to be teased by 0 for 9 all the time. Even 0 for 9 took out a piece of red bone from nowhere. Whenever a black-footed bull comes with its horns, 0 for 9 just dodged sideways to avoid the attack. It's like a bullfight. Seeing this, Watanabe Tenchanki gritted his teeth, but when he saw his red thread snake king gradually wandering away after approaching 0 for 9, the corner of his mouth couldn't help but smile again. Although snake creatures do not have horns, but faster than most horned creatures. Much faster, especially when snakes find prey and hunt. That kind of explosive power is very terrifying. Soon the red-lined snake king found an opportunity. The moment 0 for 9 ducked sideways, the snake body rises into the air. In the blink of an eye, I arrived in front of 0 for 9. Bite 0 49's body. Throw him away. I saw my own red-lined snake bitten 0 for 9. The smile on the corner of the mouth. The red thread snake king who can no longer suppress himself, but something poisonous was bitten by him. Even a sea-level summoned beast cannot withstand his poison. It's stable now. And the players from other countries who were watching, I also immediately held my breath. Discuss quietly. This time the players from Dragon Kingdom will be eliminated. I heard that Watanabe Tenchan's red-lined snake king has a giant body. Even sea-level summoned beasts can poison people. This is the Dragon Kingdom player bench. Everyone has their hearts in their throats. They remove the horror of the red-lined snake king. At this time, the glimmer of hope for victory in their hearts. Gone. And seeing the bitten 0 for 9, I still look calm. 049's real name is Yi. Can cure all diseases. How is it possible to get rid of such a small snake venom? Besides, 0 for 9 also possesses immortality. At this time on the stage, 0 for 9 was bitten by the red-lined snake king and flew away. Then he held out his silver blue palms, hit the body of the red-lined snake king, directly on his snake, cut a wound dozens of centimeters long, and kicked the red-lined snake king away with one kick. Seeing my red-lined snake king being kicked away, Watanabe Tuchi still sneered. My own red thread snake king already bitten that big monster. Toxins have invaded his body. So Watanabe Tuchi opened his mouth and said, my red-lined snake king has bitten me. Your summoned beast, no serum from me. Less than 1 minute, your summoned beast will be poisoned and die. I advise you to admit defeat immediately, otherwise I wouldn't give you the serum. Although the summoner tournament does not clearly stipulate, cannot kill the opponent's summoned beast, but if your opponent's summoned beast dies in your hand, this is an act that will make players from all countries despise you, because the competition also has a clear rule. That's it till the end. So this is the real reason why 0 for 9 was left behind just now. I smiled at this. I also advise you to admit defeat immediately, otherwise my summoned beast will kick you off the ring later. It doesn't look good. Listening to this, Watanabe Tenkong is not angry. Sneer. Okay. Dragon people, since you don't care about the life or death of your summoned beast, then you can't blame me. And the players from other countries watching the game in the spectator seat, they also immediately began to accuse this dragon countryman. So shameless, he actually ignored the life of his summoned beast. Is it so difficult to admit defeat? Long Guo looked extremely ugly towards the players here. Take the initiative to give up the life of your summoned beast. This is despised behavior throughout the league. I didn't panic at all when I walked on stage, after rejecting Watanabe Tenkong, then ordered 0 for 9 to take the initiative. Don't waste any more time. Quickly resolve the battle. Here orders. 0 for 9 several people ducked in front of the black-footed ox. A palm scratched the body of the black-footed ox. A wound of dozens of centimeters suddenly appeared. However, although the black-horned mad bull is not as strong in defense as the armored crocodile, but the cowhide on the body is also extraordinarily tough. The defense is also very strong. 049's attack can only hurt the black-horned bull. Can't seriously hurt him, but with the flexibility of 0 for 9, a few more times, this black-footed ox is not feeling well. Watanabe Tuchi was immediately surprised. It stands to reason that he was bitten by his red-lined snake king, even if you don't die from poison immediately, but it will also cause slow action. Dizzy! But why is this beak monster so fast? So flexible. This unscientific. It must be a desperate counterattack. So Watanabe Fujiuchi ordered the black-footed cattle too. Enter defense mode. Delay time. As long as the poison takes effect quickly, this beak monster will be poisoned and die. But 1 minute passes quickly. Watanabe Fujiuchi's contract beast Black-Footed Auk has been scratched countless wounds by 0 for 9. Shout out in pain, but the speed of 0 for 9 is still as fast. The attack power is still the same. In the surprise of Watanabe Fujiuchi, 0 for 9 it's like I've had enough fun. Facing the Black-Footed Bull's counterattack, grab him by the horns and throw him hard. Then he kicked him off the ring. Then he turned to look at the Red Line Snake King in the distance. See this level. All the players from all over the world at the competition table were confused. The Red Line Snake King can poison even sea-level summoned beasts. Why does it have no effect on this beak monster? Didn't the Red Line Snake King bite him just now? Over there at the Dragon Kingdom players' bench, they are also confused, especially Mr. Chun, who is the leader of the Dragon Kingdom. As a summoned beast research expert, the power of the toxins contained in the body of the Red Line Snake King, he couldn't be more clear. Dilute the poison of the Red Thread Snake King 100 times. It can still poison an Earth-level ferocious beast to death. It's a very overbearing toxin. Amidst the discussion in the spectator seats, 0 for 9 a few more escapes. Rush to the Red Line Snake King. In the eyes of 0 for 9, this Red Thread Snake King, much weaker than the Black-Footed Mad Bull just now. So 0 for 9 doesn't take much effort either. Kicked him off the ring. Eliminate the Black-Footed Bull and the Red-Threaded Snake Queen. 0 for 9 looked at Watanabe Fujiuchi at the edge of the ring again. And Sabretooth. Seeing 0 for 9, nothing happened. Watanabe Tachi's worldview is about to collapse. This is impossible. How could it be possible that nothing happened? Looking at the proud 0 for 9, Watanabe Tachi couldn't help but clenched his hands, anger rising. I don't care why you didn't win, but next I want to tear him alive. After saying that, a dimensional door opened next to him. A huge creature slowly got out from beside him. This is Watanabe Tachi's sea-level summoned beast. Centipede Demon, a giant centipede 3 or 4 stories tall. The brown-black shell on the body is glowing with light. I saw Watanabe Fujiuchi summoning a sea-level summoned beast. There was an uproar in the spectator seats from other countries. This is the oppressive feeling of sea-level summoned beasts. As expected, it is not comparable to D-level summoned beasts. He was able to force Watanabe Fujiuchi to summon a sea-level summoned beast. The strength of this Dragon Kingdom player is also terrifying. But once the sea-level summoned beast appears, there should be no suspense about the next game. Looking at the huge centipede demon of hundreds of tribes on the stage, 49 is calm and composed. He walked towards the big king calmly with his hands folded, facing the still calm 0 for 9. Watanabe was furious. Reverse the command to the Die Centipede Demon on the side. Tear him apart for me. Get orders. The centipede demons of the Dai ethnic group began to flow rapidly. Despite his huge body, he swims very fast. In the blink of an eye, I arrived in front of 0 for 9, bringing countless giant thorny crocodiles towards brother 0 for 9. But what 0 for 9 is least afraid of is this kind of physical attack. I saw 049's figure flashing, and escaped the attack. One more jump. Already jumped on the back of the Die Centipede Demon. Blue fluorescence appears on the palm of the hand. Scratch the shell of the Centipede Demon. However, after the palm passed, just the flicker of sparks. There were no wounds left on the Centipede Demon. Only now 0 for 9 do I understand the outer shell of this big bug. It's actually harder than that big crocodile just now. My face couldn't help but become serious about this. Is this a sea-level summoned beast? Even the armored crocodile just now, 0 for 9 a single blow with full strength can create a wound. But in front of this centipede monster. But there is no way. It seems that 049's strength. In this world, it can barely be considered a C-level summoned beast. If it is a powerful B-level summoned beast, 0 for 9 is probably no match. Although 0 for 9 is very flexible, he has many means and also possesses immortality. But after all, the attack power is too weak, unable to cause fatal damage to powerful summoned beasts. It seems that we will face more powerful summoned beasts in the future. He must summon a more powerful containment object. Balrog 457 is rated according to the combat power of this world. Probably S level or SS level. It's Angel 001, proper SSS level. Still a conservative estimate. False God 343 has the ability to distort reality, although it is also in my summoning system. But I guess I won't be able to summon him for a while. Because of the power of False God 3 for 3. Belongs to the category of ignoring the rules, much more domineering than 096 and Immortal Mixie's Immortal. The level is much higher. Even if you grow into an SSS level summoner, It is also difficult to summon a false god in this category 343, even if it can be summoned. His ability, it is estimated that it will also be suppressed within a certain range. As for Doom, a man who killed hell. Endurance unlimited, unlimited power, unlimited defense power, immortal, kill your opponent to gain their energy. It's like you play a game. A big boss that can't be defeated even with multiple attacks. It's probably even harder to summon. Even if summoned, it is estimated that abilities will also be suppressed to a certain level. Thinking of this, I just hope that I can summon Balrog for 157 quickly. This has real power of self-preservation. 0 for 9 on stage seemed to hear my voice. If he is arrogant and hears others saying that he is not capable, he must have crushed that man's head. But I have absolute control over him. Proud 0 for 9. I can only express my dissatisfaction. Vent it all on the hundreds of centipede demons in front of you, since the shell on his body cannot be broken. 0 for 9 choose to change. Change strategy, while dodging the attack of hundreds of centipede monsters. 0 for 9 a jump. Jump to the centipede demon of 100 tribes again. The palm of the hand emits blue fluorescence again. A palm struck one of the hundreds of centipede demons. Listen for a click. The centipede demon's legs were chopped off. The centipede demon of hundreds of tribes twisted in pain. Keep biting 0 for 9 on the body. But still 0 for 9 nimbly dodged it. Although this injury is very serious for the centipede demon of hundreds of tribes, just a slight injury. But in the eyes of 0 for 9, this is a good start, since it can hurt you. Then I'll tear you apart bit by bit. So the figure of 0 for 9 kept jumping and flashing. Every palm strikes. One of them was not enough and broke. That is, hundreds of centipede demons roared angrily in pain. Trying to attack 0 for 9 is a futile effort. See this situation. Everyone in the spectator seats. Everyone was stunned. What's happening here? Sea-level summoned beasts can't even defeat the beak monster. No, it's not that the sea-level summoned beast is weak, but the beak monster is too fast and flexible. The centipede is too big. Just restrained. Hear what others are saying. The faces of the people in the Japanese player seats were very ugly. Unexpectedly, the strongest Watanabe Fujiuchi was photographed. There is nothing he can do against the Dragon Nation man opposite him. This is simply a shame and a disgrace. On the contrary, the Dragon Kingdom player bench was in a very good mood. I saw the beak summoned beast constantly suppressing the sea-level summoned beast. The Dragon Kingdom players are already excited. Everyone even stood up to watch the game. Lin Muxu on the sidelines. Ever since Watanabe Fuji rushed onto the field, he kept holding his jade hand tightly, looking at me on the stage worriedly. But you saw me on the stage. Hundreds of centipede demons who keep suppressing Watanabe Tucci. His mood was also uneasy from the beginning. Became frightened. That's sea-level. Summon monster. Even if his Snowvolf King and three-tailed fox appear at the same time, I probably won't be able to last 5 rounds. So I couldn't help but ask Mr. Chun, the leader of the team in front. Su Shizin summoned beast. What kind of creature is it? Mr. Chun frowned. Shook his head. I can't see through that beak creature either. But judging from the strength of his attack, it should be a D-level summoned beast. But his flexibility and responsiveness are no less than those of B-level summoned beasts, even surpassing the A-level summoned beast. More importantly, he also has a special skill of teleportation. Taken together, the horror of this beaked creature, no less than a sea-level summoned beast. Listening to the summoned beast roaring in pain on the stage, Watanabe Tengchong's face was extremely ugly. Unexpectedly, I was most proud of the sea-level summoned beast. He was actually kept hanging. This made him very angry and humiliated. Rely on your own speed. Just thought I couldn't do anything to you. So he gave the order to Centipede of 100 clans. Let him cling to that beak monster. Then he released the saber-toothed tiger and came straight towards it. The purpose is to knock me off the ring. Seeing the audience here, they stood up in shock. Number 1. Watanabe Tenkong wants to attack the summoner of Dragon Kingdom. This is too tasteless. A C-level summoner versus a D-level summoner. He even resorted to sneak attacks. So shameless. There are no clear rules for the summoner tournament. Cannot sneak attack the opponent's summoner. But this behavior is shameful, just because of previous competitions. It has always been a competition between summoned beasts. Only by defeating the opponent's summoned beast, Only then are you qualified to knock the opponent's summoner off the ring. Let your summoned beast wait for an opportunity to attack the opponent's summoner. Use this despicable method to win. Will be despised by the entire alliance. I saw the rush. The saber-toothed tiger that came was also slightly startled. Quickly mobilize the energy in Shihai. I want to summon another containment object to protect me, but at this time, 49 seems to have sensed my danger, so he immediately released a black hole in space in the blink of an eye. 49 appeared in front of me, and then both eyes immediately emit a burst of blue light. Anyone familiar with 049 knows that this is a sign of anger. Facing the charging saber-toothed tiger, 049 grabbing the teeth of a saber-toothed tiger with bare hands. By the power of the saber-toothed tiger's impact, a turnover. Throw the saber-toothed tiger away. The saber-toothed tiger hasn't fallen to the ground yet. 49 has already appeared under him. A palm passed. Saber-toothed tiger. Blood flowed instantly. The moment the saber-toothed tiger fell to the ground, 049 grabbed his saber teeth again and used force suddenly. Directly broke the saber teeth of the saber-toothed tiger. The pained saber-toothed tiger roared in agony. But before the saber-toothed tiger roared twice, 049 kicked him off the ring. This scene happened too fast. When they react, the saber-toothed tiger has been eliminated by 049. Everyone is shocked. Is this the real strength of the beak monster? This is incredible. What level of summoned beast is he? In the shocked eyes of everyone, 049 slowly turned around again. Look into the distance. The giant centipede demon from the Dai ethnic group has brighter blue eyes. Seeing Watanabe Fujiuchi on the edge of the ring, I even felt a trace of fear from my soul. Because this time, it's 049 in an angry state. In everyone's shock, 049 several people escaped. He jumped onto the big centipede. Centipede of the 100 Tribes twists its body as much as possible. Use your sharpest evil to attack 049. However, you can't touch 049 at all. Suddenly 049 hands exposed to blue light. Lack of willpower to seize the centipede's waist. Then suddenly use force. The tribe was gathered together forcefully. Hundreds of centipede monsters suddenly let out a miserable roar. In an instant, thick black blood splattered everywhere. Watanabe Tangchong's face was extremely ugly. He can't care about anything anymore. So he ordered hundreds of centipedes to blow me off the edge of the ring in the distance. Get orders. Hundreds of centipede demons just ignore the 049 on their body. He rushed towards me with his huge body. This time, Watanabe Tachi's actions were despised by everyone. The Japanese player's face looked like pig liver. They didn't expect it either. The strongest Watanabe Fujiuchi was forced to this point. Now I have to bear the infamy of being despised by thousands of people. And over there at the Dragon Kingdom player bench, seeing Watanabe Tachi's shameless behavior, they also started to greet Watanabe Tachi's parents one by one. But there are no rules in the arena. Cannot attack the opponent's summoner. So, the ring referee also has no right to stop Watanabe Fujiuchi's style. Seeing this, my face suddenly darkened. But just when I want to call for help, 49 on Centipede of the 100 races suddenly became extremely angry. Suddenly a jump came to the waist of Baizu Centipede. The palm suddenly split, instantly cut off a huge tentacle. This tentacle, it is a weakness of the Dai Centipede demon. After being cut off, this big centipede staggered, suddenly fell to the ground, scream in pain. Then 049 caught the Dai Centipede. The sharpest villain stands on the centipede. The body relays and suddenly climbs up. Take him out alive as a villain. The centipede of the Dai ethnic group kept rolling on the ground in pain. Thick black blood splattered everywhere. Angry, he bit 049's body. I wanted to 049 into countless pieces. But 049's body seems to be made of steel. Hundreds of centipedes cannot bite at all. At this time, 049 clenched his palms into fists, constantly bombarding the heads of hundreds of centipede demons. Fist to the flesh. Vent the anger in your heart. Lin Siju raised his hands. Sudden force. The satisfaction of lifting dozens of times larger than your body size. The centipede flicked suddenly. Thrown under the ring. Seeing everyone in the spectator seats dumbfounded. So fierce? The beak monster almost tore the C-Class contract beast alive just now. This beaked creature is a monster. I originally thought he was a D-level summoned beast, but now he is at least a C-level summoned beast. No, even if it's a sea-level summoned beast. Want to tear a sea-level summoned beast of the same level alive? Still unlikely. Could it be that the beak monster is a B-level summoned beast? However, this idea was immediately rejected by everyone. If it is a B-level summoned beast, then he must be a B-level summoner. B-level summoner under 20 years old. Monsters have invaded the human world for more than 200 years, never appeared, because there are B-level monsters and C-level monsters. There is a huge gap. Once the summoned beast reaches level B, there is a high probability of awakening special skills. Compared with summoned beasts without special skills, there is a huge disparity in strength between the two. And because the bodies of human cubs are too thin, want to awaken and obtain a body that absorbs dimensional energy, he must be at least 14 or 15 years old to become a summoner. According to the fastest cultivation speed, reached F level at 13 years old, reached level E at the age of 15, reached level D at the age of 17, reached level C between the ages of 19 and 20. This is the fastest cultivation speed known to mankind. Cultivation to level C before the age of 20. It's already extremely heaven-defying. Just reach level B before the age of 20. There has never been such a special case in more than 200 years, since it's not level B. That beak monster. At least it's a C-level summoned beast. Otherwise, the strength would not be so terrifying. When did Dragon Kingdom produce a C-level summoner? This is simply incredible. In the discussion of the people around, the faces of Japanese players are extremely ugly. The most powerful Watanabe Tenkong in his team, his most powerful C-level contract beast version service invitation. He was actually eliminated by the people from the Dragon Kingdom. Although Watanabe Tenkong has not been knocked off the ring yet, but he no longer has the contract beast. There is no chance to summon again. They consider themselves a powerful Japanese country. He actually lost to the weakest dragon. And this is a very important game. Lost this game. It means complete elimination. Unable to advance further, they can only compete with the eliminated U country next door, fighting for the penultimate position. The last one went to guard the wall alone. The manpower and material resources spent in 3 years are quite huge. It can consume a lot of a country's strength. Players in the Dragon Kingdom spectator seats, including team leader Chun Lao, they all stared blankly at the scene on the stage. The Dragon Kingdom seems to be victorious, and led them to victory. He is actually the weakest on weekdays. The most inconspicuous substitute player for the second team. It's unbelievable. Suzuki Yuki sitting in front. His pretty face stared blankly at Mr. Chun in front of him. Asked blankly, "Mr. Chun, aren't you talking about that bird-beaked creature? Is it just a D-level summoned beast?" But he actually defeated the powerful C-level summoned beast. Hearing this, there was a bitter smile on Mr. Chun's lips. He is also in a confused state now. According to his observation just now, 49 attack power. It does belong to the category of D-level summoned beasts. Just be more flexible, faster. He also has extraordinary special skills. A D-level summoned beast that can be recognized by him. Now, a sudden burst of power that crushed C-level summoned beasts. Mr. Chun could only say helplessly. It can barely be regarded as a C-level summoned beast. Lin Muxu suddenly grasped one of the key points. He asked Mr. Chun in disbelief. Let's talk about Sushizan, the substitute player of the second team, is a C-level summoner. This made Lin Dixu unbelievable. Even he is just a D-level summoner. The most inconspicuous substitute in the second team turns out to be a C-level summoner. This made it difficult for him to accept for a while. To this, Mr. Chun replied, "Maybe so, but I prefer him to be a D-level summoner. Maybe it's just good luck." Signed this. A D-level summoned beast that is not weaker than a C-level summoned beast. Representative of Jiubo. The big shots representing Jiubo at the table couldn't help but stand up, looking at the scene on the stage in shock. The representatives of these countries just now, I also guessed what level the beak monster is. They all agreed that it was a D-level summoned beast, but now this summoned beast, but it exploded with the power of a C-level summoned beast. However, the representative of Zhang country still thinks that beak monster, it's just a special D-level summoned beast. The strength is comparable to a C-level summoned beast. Then, he asked Qing Langshan, the representative of Dragon Kingdom, brother Langtian, "What do you think about that little guy from your Dragon Kingdom? What is the summoned beast waiting for?" I thought about this on a sunny day. Answer, I think it should be a D-level summoned beast. The representative of the Wenyan dynasty smiled. Heroes think alike. I also feel that the beak creature is a D-level summoned beast. but it's very fast, extremely strong, no weaker than C-level summoned beasts. Even if you face a B-level summoned beast, I'm afraid I have the strength to fight. From this little guy, I saw the style of your Dragon Kingdom more than 20 years ago again. Xunlangshan stared at the 5-star guard hall on the ring below. I haven't seen this scene in many years. At this moment, Xunlangshan only had one feeling in his heart. That would be too relieving. Since that ferocious beast riot, the Dragon Kingdom collapsed. Over the past 20 years, the Dragon Kingdom is suppressed by various countries. National strength is getting worse every year. Ranked last in the competition for 7 consecutive years. Completely reduced to the laughingstock of the Alliance. He, the representative of the Dragon Kingdom. I don't know how many looks I've received. Now I feel really proud. And listening to the laughter from the representative of the Bear Country, the Japanese representative on the side had a depressed expression on his face. He was making bold words just now. Players from my own country of Japan will never be defeated. Now it's really a slap in the face. The angry Japanese representative stood up and left immediately. At this moment on stage, I was also very surprised in my heart. I thought 049's strength, probably at the level of Earth-level summoned beasts, but just now, 49 burst out with the power to suppress sea-level summoned beasts. It seems that the strength of 049 has been severely underestimated. 049 blue light in both eyes. Monkey King, this is a signal of anger. It seems that it was because of Watanabe Tachi's despicable sneak attack method. Angry 049. So proud 049. If someone kills his host in front of him, that's insulting him. Now it seems, 049's own combat power. It should also be at the level of sea-level peak summoned beasts. Of course the attack power of 049. It should not have reached the level of a B-level summoned beast. If 049 were to face a B-level summoned beast, 49 should not be an opponent, but having immortality. 49 that is immune to any physical attack element. No matter how powerful the summoned beast is, it can't kill him. The most we can do is suppress him. On stage 049 after throwing the centipede demon of 100 tribes off the stage. Turning his head and looking coldly at Watanabe Tuchi in the distance. 049 no rush to take action, but with both hands crossed, walking towards Watanabe Fujiuchi very calmly. Watanabe Fujiuchi at this moment, facing 049 walking towards him step by step. Feel the fear from the soul again. He couldn't help but make his legs tremble slightly, although he was not kicked off the ring. But Watanabe Fujiuchi knew. He has completely lost. He really wants to open his mouth and admit defeat. But because of fear, I can't make any sound. The next second, 049's figure flashed, appeared next to Watanabe Tuchi. Then he kicked him off the ring. Fortunately, I have my categorical imperative. Can't scare people, otherwise, Ofer will definitely crush Watanabe Fujiuchi's head with one kick. The host of the arena was stunned for a while before he reacted. Then he loudly announced, Sermon Watanabe player Watanabe Fuji rushed to defeat. Dragon Kingdom player Su wins 3 times. Dragon Kingdom advanced to the second round of PK competition. The representative of the Dragon Kingdom, Sunny Sky Wensi, couldn't help shouting, okay? More than 20 years ago, Dragon Kingdom finally no longer needs to be at the bottom. There is no need for assistance to surround the wall anymore. Finally got a chance to recuperate. The players from all over the world in the audience were in an uproar. The Dragon Kingdom really defeated the Japanese Kingdom. If this news gets out, it will definitely shock the entire league. Another genius was born in the Dragon Kingdom. Now the situation of the entire alliance will change. That's not the case. The Dragon Kingdom only produced such a genius. The other players are all weak. They are not rivals of other countries at all. But you have to know, after the promotion of Dragon Kingdom this time, then you don't have to guard the fence anymore. Once the Dragon Country is given a chance to recuperate, it is likely to surpass other countries. The Dragon Kingdom more than 20 years ago. It is also one of the 3 major powers in the Alliance. Also won 3 consecutive Summoner Championships. I feel the Dragon Kingdom is like a wounded dragon at this moment. Once he recovers, you can travel for 9 days again. Inside the Judgment Court of the Dragon Kingdom Imperial Capital, several top-level fossil people discussing keys in the main hall of the Adjudication Court. Suddenly, a staff member ran outside the hall. Mr. Lee and Mr. Zhang. I have something important to report. I saw the staff member panicking. Li Laozhang didn't arrive. So panicked. Is there something wrong with the border wall? It's not the summoner competition in the Holy City. Li Laobu secretly hurts the summoner competition in the Holy City again. Could it be that our Dragon Kingdom has lost again? After leading the team to participate in the summoner tournament in the Dusty Year, he never asked about this matter, because he knows, compared with other countries, the strength of the youth of the Dragon Kingdom is really too weak. This year's Youth Summoner competition, it's probably the countdown again. First, the staff member quickly explained that it was not a loss. It's a win to hear this. Mr. Lee was immediately overjoyed. Not the last one. It's great to get second to last. The penultimate one is fine too. So, we in the Dragon Kingdom will have a chance to recuperate for 3 years. Seeing Mr. Lee's excitement, the staff member quickly explained that he was not second to last. Our Dragon Kingdom has advanced to the second round. Classical Chinese cannot help. It was Mr. Lee who was beside Mr. Zhang who was shocked. The staff member quickly explained, in the first PK knockout match, our Dragon Kingdom was eliminated by Tianju Kingdom. During the Easter match, our Dragon Kingdom has drawn the Japanese Kingdom. Staff member, speaking of which, Mr. Lee couldn't help but interrupt. You mean we defeated Japan in the Easter match? But the strength of Japan is stronger than that of Tianju. The staff continued to explain that when the Japanese country was drawn, all of us Dragon Kingdom players are already disheartened. Japan only sent one Kyujin Kenjiro. He defeated our 6 Dragon Kingdom players. Later, Lin Muxu from the Lin family came on stage, defeated Japan's Kyujin Kenjiro one after another, with Taro Kurokawa. Hearing this, Mr. Lee couldn't help but be disturbed. Lin Muxu from the Lin family. Is it old man Lin's granddaughter? Mr. Zhang on the side also nodded. That's right. It's Lao Lin. I heard that my granddaughter is already an Earth-level summoner. Signed a contract with an Earth-level summoned beast with special skills. Mr. Lee then became confused again. But there is a sea-level summoner on the Japanese team. Even if Old Man Lin's granddaughter is not strong enough, that is no match for a sea-level summoner. Doubts about Mr. Lee. The staff on the side explained again that it was correct. Lin Muxu lost to the second strongest Kudo Shinji. But our Dragon Kingdom played a substitute from Team 2. Summoned a humanoid figure with a beak. Summoned Beast wins 3 games in a row. In the end, we faced Watanabe Fujiuchi, the strongest player in the Japanese team. Take Watanabe Fujiuchi's for contracted beasts. They all crashed off the stage. Won the Easter match victory. After hearing the cause and effect, Mr. Lee and Mr. Zhang, it's dumbfounded. Shocked, Dragon Kingdom has ranked last in 7 consecutive competitions. Young summoner of the Dragon Kingdom. There is a big difference in strength between summoners in other countries. But this time, Dragon Kingdom actually advanced to 2nd place. They also defeated the Japanese team, which had the 4th strongest overall national strength. What's even more explosive is, Dragon players who defeated the Japanese team, still as substitute for the 2nd team. Mr. Lee and Mr. Zhang, I seriously doubt the authenticity of this news. Go and find out clearly. Who is this 2nd team substitute? This side of the Holy City dual ground. After I take 0 for 9 back to the dimensional space, get off the ring. Return to the Dragon Kingdom player bench. Mr. Chun lived up to his expectations. I hope you were satisfied with this result. Heard this? Mr. Chun was stunned. Hold my hands tightly. The teacher really saw you right. What you did just now was really great. Then Mr. Chun still couldn't restrain his curiosity. That 13? Have you been promoted to the Earth level summoner? I knew Mr. Chun and the others would ask this, so I have long wanted to say something nice. That's right, just some time ago. Those who have just been promoted will admit it directly when they see it. Those members of the 1st and 2nd teams behind Mr. Chun, everyone looked at each other. They never expected it. They usually look down on Su Shizen. Now he is already a D-level summoner. And the summoned beast. He was able to violently kill C-level summoned beasts. Then you advanced to D-level summoner. Why didn't you tell the teacher immediately? Mr. Chun pretended to blame. Ishizawa's eyes are full of doting. I haven't waited to tell you yet. Teacher, don't blame the teacher. How can I blame you? But the teacher is very curious. The summoned beast you summoned. Is he your contract beast? Mr. Chun asked again. That's right. He is the contract beast I just signed. I nodded. Mr. Chun was puzzled again. Then what level is your summoned beast? Why can't the teacher understand? I explained. He should be just an Earth-level contracted beast. After I summon him out, I have a wonderful connection with him. Then I signed a contract with him for no reason. Actually, I didn't know he was that powerful, have so many abilities. When I came on stage just now, I just want to last a few more rounds. I didn't expect to win. Hear my explanation. Mr. Chun was a little surprised. So you didn't know your contracting skills were so strong? I nodded. When I signed the contract with him, I think he looks almost human. I feel that his fighting power is definitely not enough. But at that time I had already signed a contract with him. I have no choice but to do this, so I never summoned him again. Until just now, I saw that the temporary solution was defeated. I just want to go out and give it a try. I didn't expect him to be so strong. After saying this, I breathed a sigh of relief. After hearing my explanation, Mr. Chun, I couldn't help but nodded. I don't think so. He believed my explanation. It seems I'm just lucky. Contracted with a super powerful summoned beast. Hear my explanation. Teammates from the Dragon Kingdom behind. That's all gnashing of teeth and envy. Contract any D-level summoned beast. He has the strength to defeat C-level summoned beasts. And also has a special level. At this time, Mr. Chun patted my shoulder again. The more I looked at it, the more I liked it. 13, you are so lucky. Teacher is really proud of you. Faced with Mr. Chun's constant praise, I can only respond humbly. Just a fluke. Mr. Chun thanked me excitedly. You won the Easter match for our Dragon Kingdom. Successfully advanced to the second round. Teacher, I really don't know how to thank you. There is a young talent like you. What a trip to the Dragon Kingdom. I humbly said again, Mr. Chun, no need to thank you. The main thing is that your teaching is good. At this time, Mr. Chun curiously asked again, right? The summoned beast you summoned for the first time. He doesn't seem to be your contract beast. I am a substitute for the second team. I usually have to participate in training matches. Mr. Chun naturally knows. The two summoned beasts I signed before. The God of War 1 summoned for the first time 096. Chun Leok has never seen him before. I heard Mr. Chun asked about the coming of 96 again. I have a headache. You can't tell anyone about the system knowledge you've gained, so I had to bite the bullet and say, he was randomly summoned by me. I felt a strange connection with him at the time, so I summoned it. After he made any excuse, I can't help but miss him. It seems that I have to find a real excuse in the future. So, from now on, you can summon contained objects openly. Fortunately, Mr. Chun didn't ask further. Well, the teacher won't ask any more questions. Everyone has his own life. You become strong. Teacher is happy for you, but Mr. Chun is still very curious. My two summoned beasts. Can you summon that summoned beast again? I know Mr. Chun is asking about 096. It should be possible. I feel like there's still a connection between me and him. Mr. Chun's expression suddenly became excited. Then come back. Summon it when you have time and let me study it. And that contract beast of yours. Afraid I won't agree. Mr. Chun continued. Don't worry, the teacher means no harm. Teacher, as a summoned beast researcher, there is no resistance to this special summoned beast. The teacher just wanted to draw some blood from them or something like that. Wenyan, I suddenly felt a little embarrassed, but I can only agree to Mr. Chun first. No problem. After the game, I will ask Chun Laoni to study it. And the other side. The game between the Dragon Kingdom and the Japanese Kingdom ends. It also announced the official end of the Easter match. First round of PK match. The Dragon Kingdom, the Japanese Kingdom, the Yu Kingdom, and the Bangzi Kingdom were brutally eliminated, entering the Easter round. The resurrection match between Bangzi Kingdom and Yu Kingdom has long ended. Not surprisingly, the Bangzi Kingdom, which had slightly stronger overall national strength, defeated the Yu Kingdom. The winning Dragon and Bangzi teams will continue PK with the 4 countries that advanced in the first round. In the strongest UK as the last championship team. Get a bye. No need to participate in knockout rounds. So the next 6 countries will start drawing lots for PK. As the voice of the competition host sounded, representatives from 6 countries began to draw lots for the second round of PK competition. Mr. Chun went to the referee's seat again, after Mr. Chun left. Although other Dragon Kingdom players also have many questions, but I don't know how to talk to me either. At this time, Suzuki Yuki, who was sitting a little behind me, suddenly stood up, sat next to me. Junior brother Su, thank you very much. Looking at Lin Muksu next to her, I'm a little confused. Thank me for what I did. Of course, thank you for being a dragon. Country won the victory. If it weren't for you, we, the Dragon Kingdom, will make the same mistakes again. You are now the hero of the Dragon Kingdom. Subsequently, he couldn't help but ask for some basic information about me. Although I am a member of the second team of Dragon Kingdom, I usually train with Lin Muksu. But before, I was always a little transparent in the team, so Lin Muksu knows nothing about me. And my time traveler's standard orphanage. Naturally, there is nothing to hide in the beginning. Told him directly. Hearing this, Lin Muksu looked apologetic. Almost sorry, junior brother and sister, so have no intention of exposing your scars. I shook my head at Lin Muksu. Out of the way later. Lin Muksu asked me some more questions. Mr. Chun, who went to the referee's seat to draw lots soon, came back. Several team members from the Dragon Kingdom quickly asked Mr. Chun with concern, "How about who did our Dragon Kingdom draw in the second round?" Mr. Chun replied that it was a coincidence. "We drew the country of Tianju again. In the first knockout round, the Dragon Kingdom drew the Tianju Kingdom. The strength of Tianju is slightly inferior to that of Japan, but it's not like today's Dragon Kingdom can compete. Tianju has 6 D-level summoners. There are more than those in Japan. If it weren't for the Japanese country having a C-level summoner, Watanabe tank stamping formation. In fact, the overall strength is not as powerful as that of Tianju. Unexpectedly, we faced Tianju again in the second knockout round. It's really a narrow road between enemies, but this time, the Dragon Kingdom players are particularly confident. Now we have 13. It's not a problem to deal with Tianju. There are not even C-level summoners in Tianju country. No match for 13 at all. Now, I suddenly became the main star of the entire Dragon Kingdom team. Surpassed Lin Muxu's position in the team. Seeing everyone's confidence increase greatly. Mr. Chun didn't want to hurt their self-confidence. But I still decided to cool down everyone. Don't take it lightly, everyone. Although there are no C-level summoners in Tianju country. But the strength should not be underestimated. Don't always rely on the strength of 13. You can't share all the pressure on 13 people. Hear what Mr. Chun said. Everyone gradually calmed down and recognized the reality, if not me. They were eliminated in the Easter match just now. So Mr. Chun continued to say, "There will be no game for us today. Everyone go back and rest. Everyone must pay attention to the game tomorrow. Holy City Adjudication Court. We thoughtfully arranged accommodation for players from all over the world. The players of the Dragon Kingdom team are extremely excited about eating and drinking. A celebration banquet was held for me that night. After the party, I'm getting ready to take a break. There was a sudden knock on the door. I opened the door and found that it was Lin Muxu. Senior Sister Lin, what can you do? Nothing, I just want to tell you something. As she spoke, Lin Muxu walked into the house. I quickly handed Lin Muxu a bench. He was sitting on the edge of the bed. Then the two of them chatted a lot politely. Lin Muxu finally asked about the purpose of coming here. Junior brother Su, senior sister would like to ask if you have been arranged to get married. I was slightly startled. Then he shook his head. This is not available yet. So-called marriage. It is the country that takes the lead. Summoner without potential arranges marriage partner. Is mandatory, just because since Advent, the vicious beast swept across the entire blue star. Nowadays, the population of various countries is also decreasing sharply. The billions of people who once lived in the Dragon Kingdom. After Advent, the population dropped to less than 10 million. So there are regulations. Girls must marry when they reach 14 years old. Married woman must have a child within 2 years. And the person who becomes a summoner. There is also a set of marriage rules. If both parents are summoners. So the child born, almost 100% able to awaken dimensional limbs, can become a summoner in the future. Therefore, the state stipulates, summoners must implement a marriage system. Spend this moment. I looked at Lin Muxu and asked, I have heard that your Lin family, Shen Juanong, who has made you to the Shen family? For this matter, Lin Muxu also decisively admitted, this is what my family arranged for me 3 years ago. After saying that, he smiled sadly. As you know, I can't resist this kind of thing. Fortunately, the marriage system in the Dragon Kingdom is quite relaxed. If in other countries, maybe I have been sent to other countries for help. It is a custom to treat women from your own country. Let men from powerful countries play for free. Steal their excellent genes. Improve the talents of future generations. Guo relied on this method, gradually becoming the 4th most powerful country, and Watanabe Tenkong came here on borrowed seed. Later, although the Dragon Kingdom made small profits and was weak, ranked last in 7 consecutive summoner competitions. But the Dragon Kingdom still has backbone. Never send people from a country to other countries for help. And Lin Muxu, as the most talented summoner of the Lin family in the imperial capital, 3 years ago, she was betrothed to Shen Zhuanggang of the Shen family by the head of the Lin family. Shen Zhuanggang is the eldest grandson of the head of the Lin family. He is also the most talented person in the Shen family. He is 3 years older than Lin Muxu, currently a C-level summoner. For this marriage system, Lin Muxu is actually very resistant. Then, Lin Muxu couldn't help but said lonely in front of me. Since 3 years ago, after the family mixed me to Shen Juanong, I've only met him once. Seeing Lin Muxu's unseen loneliness, I am relieved that everyone is in control. This is all for the national interest. Face my relief. Lin Muxu smiled calmly, didn't say anything. He changed the subject to Su Shidi. What happened when you won the game for Dragon Kingdom? It has been transmitted to the Judgment Court of the Dragon Kingdom Imperial Capital. The court is going to arrange a marriage for you. When the time comes, you can choose any girl from any family. I'm stunned by classical Chinese. For a moment, I didn't expect Lin Muxu to talk about this matter. Lin Muxu said something again. Just let me stay in place. Our Lin family also sent someone to choose for you. He is my cousin. Hearing Lin Muxu's words, I coughed awkwardly. Senior sister Lin, how old is your cousin this year? She is 2 years younger than me. Will be 18 soon. A man of this age who lived in the previous peaceful era. I'm probably still in high school. Can be replaced by today's era. At the age of 17, he already has 2 children. This is for me who just traveled through time. Still a little uncomfortable with it. I said a little helplessly. Senior sister, you came here this time to talk to me about this matter. Lin Muxu shook her head. No, I just heard the news. Let me tell you in advance. And there are other fanlists who will send them as well. Women hope you are mentally prepared. This incident caught me a little off guard. Can't help but think deeply. Should I refuse or choose a song? Lin Muxu looked at me thoughtfully. Tangled in every possible way. Still spoke. Junior brother Su, actually, I want to ask you something. What's the matter? I asked. The amount of information today is definitely a bit large. But the words come to your lips. In the end, Lin Muxu didn't have the courage to say it. There's nothing I just want to say to you. You must work hard tomorrow. Let's win another victory for our Dragon Kingdom. No shocking news. I also breathed a sigh of relief. Don't worry, sister. I will definitely try my best tomorrow. The residents of Tianju players on the other side. Watanabe Fujiuchi was named captain of Tianju's first team. Amir's door. Amir opens the door. I saw it was Watanabe Fujiuchi, not at all surprised. Come to me so late. What's the matter? Watanabe Fuji smiled at Amir. Nothing. I just came to congratulate brother Amir for being promoted to sea level. Call. If the teacher's words were heard by players from other countries, it will definitely surprise you. The reason why Japan is so powerful that it overpowers Tianju. It's because there are no sea-level summoners in Tianju Kingdom. But now the captain of the first team of today's Ju country, he is also a sea-level summoner. Amir smiled at this. Not to mention congratulations. Brother Watanabe has long been promoted to a sea-level summoner. My little strength. Brother Watanabe must look down upon him. At this time, Amir's voice changed to Brother Watanabe. You came to me so late. Are you just drinking with me? Of course not. Watanabe Tenkong. He took out a white imperial gift from his pocket. Slowly put it on the table in front of Amir. I came here to give a gift to Brother Amir. This bottle is Stone Sea Contract Repair Liquid. Looking at the white imperial gift on the table, Amir was shocked because he knows the value of this bottle of liquid very well. You need to know that Summoner May has been promoted to a level. Only 1 contract slot can be added. There is only 1 Class F. There are 2 Class D. There are 3 D level, and so on. Everyone wants to sign more contract beasts. Make yourself stronger. But at the same time, once you sign a contract with the summoned beast, this summoned beast permanently occupies a contract slot. You can no longer break the contract with him. So when the summoned beast becomes stronger, the once weak contract beast has become a burden. So, summoners will try their best to terminate previous contracts. Then sign a more powerful summoned beast. Of course, there are also people who, after becoming stronger, deliberately kill the weak summoned beast that was contracted before. Control the contract position in the Stone Sea, used to sign stronger summoned beasts. But there is a huge disadvantage in doing this. That is the death of the contract beast. The Summoner Stone Sea will take a certain amount of heavy damage, cannot contract new contract players within 3 years, and Shi-High Contract Repair Liquid. It can significantly reduce the contract non-recovery time. Facing the repair solution delivered to you, Amir was all excited. Such an expensive gift from Brother Watanabe. How can I accept it? He's not a fool either. Watanabe Tenkong gave such a precious thing too. I must be asking for help from him. Watanabe Tenkong also knew Amir's worries. He smiled, and you and I are the best brothers. You won't accept it, but you just don't give me face. Heard this? Amir looked at the repair solution in front of him. He asked directly, let's open the skylight and speak frankly. If you have any questions, just say it directly. If I can help, then I will reject this bottle of repair fluid. After hearing this, Watanabe Tenkong stopped beating around the bush, said a few words in Amir's ear. Make your request clear. Amir lowered his head hesitantly and thought, you need to know. Doing so will be looked down upon by the entire alliance. Brother Amir, you need to know that Keelwaste. His contract beast is extremely weird. It looks like just an earth-level summoned beast. But even my Dicentipede demon couldn't defeat him. I don't think you can beat him in a normal fight. Amir looked at the repair solution in front of him. After thinking for a moment, say hello. Then I will accept this bottle of repair fluid. As for tomorrow's game, I will do as you say. My teammates, I will also do the work. 10 a.m. the next day, players and spectators from all over the world arrived at the duel venue early. There are even more spectators coming to watch the game today, just because the strongest Watanabe Tenkong of the Japanese team yesterday, being used as a substitute player for the second team of Dragon Kingdom, strongly blasted off the ring. This big news spread all over the field overnight. At this time, the referee presiding over the competition came to the stage. Start announcing the game directly. The second knockout round officially begins. Please invite the Bear Country and Bangzi Country. The strength of the Zhongguo team is second only to one of Team GB's two biggest powers. There is more than one C-level summoner in the team. Even the second substitute team is all D-level summoners. I'm looking at Bangzi Country ranking 7th among the 9 countries. Let's not talk about C-level summoners in the team. There are only for D-level summoners. There is no chance of winning against the Bear Country. The result is as expected. Zhongguo randomly sent out a player from the first team. Just swipe 8 players from Bangzi Country. And the game quickly. In the second group, Siam versus Saint Romania. There is no suspense either. The Holy Roman Empire is the third most powerful country. Have to see level summoners. The other players are all D-level summoners. And the Siam national team, although the overall strength is much stronger than the Bangzi national team, but it is definitely not the opponent of the Holy Roman Kingdom. Soon, it's finally the turn of the Jeonju team and the Dragon team. When choosing the first player to play, Mr. Chun selected Li Hao from the second team. Li Hao, let you take part in this first scene. Try to consume the opponent's strength as much as possible. Don't worry, Mr. Chun. I won't embarrass our Dragon country. Li Hao resolutely came to power. Play against the first player sent by the Jeonju team, and the first player sent by Jeonju Kingdom. Directly in the team, Zurilu, the third strongest overall player, owns 3 Earth-level contract beasts, and Li Hao only has 2 first-level summoned beasts. The gap in strength is quite large. There is no suspense about victory or defeat at all. But when Zurilu fought against Li Hao, obviously just teasing him, not only did he press his contracted beast to the ground and rub it, after kicking the contracted beast off the ring, knocked Li Hao out of the ring. As a result, Li Hao fell heavily under the ring. A mouthful of blood spurted out. It's hard to even stand up. Seeing this, the players from the Dragon Kingdom were extremely angry. Generally speaking, arena matches are held until the end of time, but let the summoned beast hurt the opponent's summoner. This kind of behavior is obviously deliberately targeting. Li Hao, who was helped by his teammates, looked pale. He was obviously seriously injured. Sorry, Mr. Chun. Disappoint you. Mr. Chun glanced at Li Hao distressedly. I'm also a little angry inside. Good boy, it's not your fault. Then Mr. Chun said to Zhang Zhenyuan on the side that Zhenyuan, you're on the next one. Zhang Zhenyuan only has 1 Earth-level summoned beast. Zurilu faced 3 Earth-level contract beasts. Nor is it an opponent. Although I persisted for more than 10 rounds, he was still knocked off the ring by Zurilu in the same way. As a result, Zhang Zhenyuan also spurted out a lot of blood. Seeing the players of the Rongwo team, can't help but clench my fists. The people of Jeonju are really too much. Is it necessary to take such a heavy blow in an arena match? How about just changing to 13? Teach me a lesson for this scumbag. That's right, Mr. Chun. Let's let 13 go up. A plea for the Dragon Kingdom players. Mr. Chun's face darkened, said not to rely on everything 13. If only 13 players played in all games, then come and participate in this summoner competition. What's the point? How to train your fighting ability. When you are outside the wall, when facing the ferocious beast outside, they won't stay behind. So you treat your opponents like ferocious beasts. After saying that, He said to Liu Huangyu on the side. Huangyu, it's your turn next. Liu Huangyu's strength is second only to Captain Suzuki Su. Have to Earth level summon beasts. Sulfur Jade. After coming on the field, he had some failures in dealing with Zarilu after persisting for 20 or 30 rounds. In the end, he was knocked off the ring by Zarilu, also injured. At this time, Lin Muxu took the initiative to ask Mr. Chun too. Just don't let other juniors come on stage. Next time, be me instead. In addition to Lin Muxu and Su Shizhen, Longguo has no more level summoners. The remaining level 1 summoners will also be killed when they go up. This time Mr. Chun did not refuse. I'll replace you in the next game. Then Lin Muxu came on stage. Battle against Charlie of Tianju. Lin Muxu owns to Earth level contract beasts, Snowvolf King and Three-Tailed Fox. Among them, the Three-Tailed Fox also has special skills. It's a summoned beast that can turn the tide of the battle. But since yesterday's battle with Japanese BO, Lin Muxu's Three-Tailed Fox has special skills. It's no secret anymore. So, Charlie Lu is particularly wary of Lin Muxu's Three-Tailed Fox. Don't let Lin Muxu take advantage of the loopholes. In the end, Lin Muxu was also defeated by Charlie Lu, knocked off the stage. Fortunately, Lin Muxu's strength is not weak, so not much injured. After Lin Muxu came back, Mr. Chun didn't hesitate at all. 13. Let's take your place next. Watch these games. There is a ball of anger burning in my heart. So his eyes closed. He said, don't worry, Mr. Chun, I will definitely not let you down. Saw the moment I came on stage. Everyone in the entire duel field focused their attention. Start watching this game seriously. Some viewers want to come and see with their own eyes. I'm a substitute player. How to defeat sea-level summoned beasts. In everyone's attention. As the ring referee announces the start of the game, Charlie Lu was not careless. Directly killed 3 Earth-level contract beasts, all summoned. And I also began to mobilize the energy in the Stone Sea. This time I decided to teach my opponent a lesson. As the dimensional door slowly opens beside you, a figure slowly emerged from the door. When the whole figure appears completely, the entire audience was immediately shocked.